was really skeptical of 976 Evil 2 when I first read what it was all about. Sounded to me like it was just some in-name only sequel trying to cash in on the very minor success of the first one. Boy was I wrong, and I'm glad I was too, as this sequel is superior in just about every single way. It's fun, very creative at times, and has just the right amount of silliness to get you through all the retarded stuff. Part 2 features the return of Spike, the sorta hero from the first film. He's still being stalked by the 976 horror scope number, and lands in a town where the high school dean has been using the line to learn astral projection. The dean is the film's only real weak link, as his motivations are pretty shaky. He seems to be obsessed with the hot girls at his school, but yet he only wants to murder them. I wish they'd spent a little more time with his backstory. There's some surprisingly good stuff here, including a haunted house-like sequence where Spike gets annoyed to the point where he just grabs a gun and starts blasting all the objects in the room that were fucking with him.
Hey, Spike, watch where you point that thing.
Later, there's a totally bizarre yet well-done scene where the battle for a remote control to watch either It's a Wonderful Life or Night of the Living Dead leads to a girl being sucked into a weird hybrid of the two movies.
Look, Daddy. Every time you hear a bell, a zombie takes us all to hell.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's not in this movie.
One horror movie staple that all the films I've been watching in this series seem to have been missing is the copious amounts of female nudity. Well, right off the bat, there are some spectacular breasts in the shower. And although she never gets naked, the female lead in the movie is really hot in that sort of early 90s kind of way. You can thank director Jim Wynorski for that, as he's directed something like 267 films, and more than 9/10 of those involve wet naked hooters in some way. The required evil still wins ending is pretty lame here, though, and really unnecessary since there was never a third film in the series. That's a shame, because you could have easily continued these films thanks to the premise. Hell, you could do a third one now and just call it www.976evil.com or something like that. And what's really a shame is that the film isn't available on DVD. It was released overseas, but even that disc is now out of print, so your only option if you want to check this one out is if you have FearNet on demand on your cable setup. Okay, there was no reason for that toilet to just explode, but I'll allow it.
You forgot to flush?
I'm Chuck Dowling, and this has been one of 31 horror movies I'll be watching this October.